Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for the collective. And that just means that all the zodiac signs may resonate with this, or any of them might. And let's get started on this reading about how you're taking actions towards a love here, or how this is affecting your love life on the actions that are being taken if you're in a relationship already, or perhaps it hasn't shown up yet. You may have been really patient about this or learning patience. That hurry up and wait can be really tough for some people, especially if they're busybody and can't sit down for 5 minutes. That might be a really hard thing for them to do. But they are stepping into that power. They may have learned this lesson already, or coming to an end of that lesson for this to come through. This is going into that personal power and having it strike where it needs to. All right, you might be in terms of forgiveness. Maybe this is a past person wanting to be forgiven, or this is just your journey you're on at that forgiveness stage where you're forgiving those that have hurt you in the past and the ones that, how, however that may have affected you, and letting that go. And then, of course, if you're needing to be forgiven for anything you feel you did that wasn't on the up and up, then, and maybe feeling shame or whatever have you, asking for forgiveness on that as well with spirit. So, and this is that higher up, whatever you believe in. Of course, I say spirit because of all of the different religions, and that kind of covers all of that. So it's not God, it's not Buddha, it's not, I'm not saying each different religion or spiritual whatever belief system. All right, so I say spirit, and that's whoever you believe in. All right, there may have been some type of stillness, or you felt like nothing was moving at this time, and it may have been that you're needing to learn how to meditate and contemplate on things that may have happened in your life. And being still is being in that quiet and having nothing going on, doing the breath work, and letting go of all that stress, breathing in and then letting that stress go out with every exhale, and every new inhale is bringing in some positive energy. So to fill you back up. All right, so let's see what these two cards are. The truth and the gateway. So you will be stepping through a gateway here once you feel this stillness, and this gateway may be in terms of when you are meditating. You may see a truth within that. When we are in that quiet state, that's when our most profound things come through, or they can, if you allow them to. And you may see the gateway or the tunnel of where you're meant to go, and the stars going by, and come to a realization about the truth of something here. Stepping through that gateway is going to be quite profound for you, maybe an experience altogether. And let's just see about your person. Wow. It looks like they're in the flow of things, taking things day by day instead of worrying about the past or the future, but about what's now. So, ah, now maybe this person is not in your community. Maybe they are. There might be some transformations, or this may even be the same sex relationship with the rainbow there. However, when I do see rainbows, it doesn't necessarily mean about your sexual orientation. It may mean more about miracles coming in for you. So let's just see, or blessings. Abundance. So it is a miracle coming through with your abundance. This might be letting go of some type of mindset or lack. And I do like this for you because being in the flow may bring this in even better than before. Fulfillment. Yes, I could feel that coming through. I could feel this building up to something. What is this? Oh, love in reverse. So, whatever this is, it may not be in terms of love. And that is essentially maybe not looking for love, is when that might just show up. Now, maybe you're not in love with anybody. Maybe you're single. Maybe that's what that means for you. Now, take it however it's resonating. Of course, if you feel you're on this side more than this side, then flip it, switch it, whatever you have to do. I'm just merely reading the cards, and it's really up to you to read between the lines to see what resonates for you. All right. Something hasn't come in for illumination here. So now you both haven't been illuminated maybe to this love yet. Maybe this hasn't shown up yet for you. Maybe that is why the love is in reverse and the illumination of who this might be for you. So this may be that you haven't come across this person yet, or that you have more time that has to happen before this comes through. Um, there's something that you're not seeing or your person isn't seeing at this time. That might be why the stillness is here. Ah, the self-love, of course. So there might be lessons being learned here at this time, or lessons that need to be learned before this can come in. And yes, loving words. So you might really have a great love for being told you're loved, or that you loved that person. This might be your love language of having those sweet words about how you feel about one another in that communication. All right, we do have holiday here. So you might be getting on a holiday or coming back from a holiday here when you meet this person. You may have little trinkets for memorabilia of your time out there. So you might just be on a self-love type of for yourself. Maybe you are newly single, or maybe you are just taking a vacation. You might be friend zoned by this person, or you are friend zoning someone here. So maybe this is just a friend. Your person's heart is opening to something here, which is funny because it is in reverse. There was some time apart here. So this may be why you are being friend zoned, or you're friend zoning your person, is because there's something happened here. Maybe there was no love felt, or that you didn't see this person as the potential to love. Dreams do come true for your person, though, and they may feel that time apart maybe made you realize this. Maybe it had to do with some material attachments to another person, or feeling attached to something else, or just that they were making their money and that was more important at the time. Let's just see. Rendezvous. Okay. Private getaway for two is calling for you. So your person may be feeling drawn to come with you on this holiday. Maybe they are just a friend of yours that becomes more than that. Maybe they've always been a friend to you. Yeah, that friendly support. Maybe this is where this is all going to turn around for you. Let's have a look. Maybe that person is there as let's just see where this goes, because this looks interesting to me, that this is all just a friend zone type of feeling here. However, with this, there's like this illumination of not knowing that this person is totally in love with you, or you're totally in love with them. Something's going on here. The runner. So you might be running from this person, knowing that they maybe feel that way to you, telling them they are only a friend. Yeah, you might be feeling heartbroken over something else, or the separation that you've had from this person, or feeling lost without this person. There's some mourning here, or grieving here. Maybe somebody passed that you're both friends with, that you're in love with. I don't know, but there's something going on here. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, making new memories. Now, this is interesting. Maybe this is an ex coming back around. All right, maybe you sabotaged this. Maybe there was repetitive things that were going on. Maybe there was persistence here about running away from this, but you're working on it. So perhaps you have always known this person has a thing for you, and you've always run from them. Let's just see here, run from this. Yeah, maybe there was always put in competition, or you always felt there was competition with this person to do with other people. Let's just see. Maybe they don't realize they're in love with you. Let's just see here. There is some conditional love coming towards you here in a different way. There's clarity. They're gonna realize that you are somebody You may be running from this because you know they're a playa or something along those lines, and that they're being very clear here about maybe how you feel or how they feel. Maybe they're going to illuminate this to you or you to them. Oh, yeah, unconditional love all over the place here. So they've maybe always loved you. Maybe you didn't realize this. Maybe they always had someone else on their arm to try to get you jealous for them, for you to see that who they are to you. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's total twin flame here. Now, maybe using other people to make you jealous to have you have this realization here. Receiving what you need, progress arriving, moving on, closure issues, and you may feel this person closed things out because you maybe always had them in a friend zone. Wow, there's the engagement ring. And this might be the tipping scale. Maybe they're getting engaged to someone else. Maybe this illumination about this love is going to come through. There's definitely some energy going on here. You know each other are around because of that energy hold. It's all about this mind over matter, or it's all about what you're thinking here. And you can pick up on what they're thinking. They can with you, or they have this sense of this. You both may. All right, there's that communication coming through with the Gemini card with the curiosity. And we have the eighth house, transformation, karma, facing fears, and building legacies. So you might be just working on your own self here and transforming to have some type of work that you're doing that's going to create a legacy. Maybe this is a purpose that you're both meant to do together. The ninth house, spiritual growth. So you may be growing spiritually here in terms of some type of growth that you're doing. And this may have something to do with evolving with your self love and that kind of, uh, I feel like recognizing who you are. Once again, you are maybe becoming who you once were that you may have lost along the way somewhere. Let's just see here. House three, early learning childhood relationships. So this would be somebody from your past, from long ago when you were kids. Now, maybe when you're a teenager, however, maybe they were one of your first loves or first time boyfriends or whatever. 12th house escape. So there may have been some type of psychic connection here with that. And of course, I love seeing this because, especially with twin flame showing up, this is really one of those things that goes hand in hand with twin flames is that telepathic communication that you may not even realize you're talking to that person. um, you may feel like you've transformed things, especially when it comes to the Scorpio house, is all about transformation, about your attitude, about sex, or different things that are going on with your um, about death or other people's money or the occult or whatever it is. If it is indeed spiritual, this might be something that's come through. Yeah, your person may see a big change in you, this radical change. They may be going through one as well. Open minded objectivity and learning. This is maybe an air sign here, or they're stepping into air energy, or maybe wanting to communicate here. At this point, we have part of a fortune increase, so your person may have some money coming through that's going to have them be able to grab this engagement ring for you. Let's see, Mars. Move forward and defend self. So perhaps there was something that needed to be defended here about maybe your person thought you were a playa and you were always secretly in love with them, or they were always secretly in love with you. Ninth house, having faith that this is going to come through and come together. Now, maybe you've always wanted to marry this person, or this was the one that got away, or you always thought you would come together at some point. Here's that life purpose. There was something you're meant to do with this person. And I feel like you feel that at the soul level here as they do. And look at this second house owning. So this is going to bring in things that you are going to possess. This is your money house, of course. So there might be a part of a fortune that's going to happen here for the two of you when you work together on this. And we're going to clarify, maybe this is going to turn around or feel like it needs to turn around at some point for me. Let's just see what guides are going to help you with this scenario. Collective. Look, we have rest. So you may be resting at this time. I feel like this patience is a reason because once you step into your power, everything's going to start moving forward really fast. And you need to have this conserved energy to be able to make it down this long road. Things are clearing. They're going to help clear away any negative things to bring in that balance once again here. Let's see. Decisions. Yeah, there are going to be a bunch of things you're going to face for these decisions on your future about how you feel about this person and where this may go. Yeah, you may even feel like this person is disrupting everything. And it might be other people that are trying to break the two of you together. They're going to help you with that. All right, there's new life sitting on the balance here on the fence. So it's going to determine what decisions are made here to clear away any negative energies, any disruptions to do with this new life that you have. There's some closure here for you. So there is going to be a change in terms of maybe how you see this person or the other people that are around this. And there's that epiphany. I feel like you're going to realize the love between that they love you, especially once this engagement ring comes forward. All right, your person is seeing their truth. Now, is this turning around? Whoa, look at that. The miracles are there. Wow, I did feel the miracles coming through, and I do feel like this all changes here, especially with them seeing the truth on how they truly feel about you, and maybe they are illuminating that for you at this time. This is kind of what I'm getting with this. So let's just see retrieval. And this is what they are wanting to maybe retrieve with you is this love that they share with you. Now, you may have always had them in the friend zone, but are you going to see this the same way? They're going to perseverance here. They're going to keep coming forward and they're going to be cautious about this because they may feel like you may not be open to this, but you've a epiphany here about this. All right. Yeah. They're worried you're going to have this opposition type of energy with them. Like, no, we're just friends. And wow, the life force coming through on this. This is going to be a lot of joy and passion coming in between the two of you for this to come through. One more card for your person. Yeah, they may be looking at trying to balance that shadow and light side of themselves about how they maybe are doing things. And wow, look at that unconditional love. This is going to have that teaching the two of you about that love. Wow. I really felt that needed to turn around the illumination of the unconditional love that you may have for one another. And it's like you're both resisting this. One to actually tell the other how they truly feel about the connection. And of course, the other was friend zoning it. So let's just see, and always seeing it as just that. So, and seeing it for what it really truly was. And oh, there's that schooling. So there is that lesson essentially that you may be thinking about. Wow, this was the lesson that you are both fighting something that you both couldn't control. And maybe it was trying to control something that couldn't be, and that connection on a different level. Yeah, this is all coming forward. It looks like it's coming in like a bat out of hell. So this might show up for you like really quickly or soon. And yeah, look at there's going to be a lot of love here and unconditional. Oh, and there's some healing going on here too. So I do like this for you. I feel like whatever this is, there's a lesson behind this, or somebody's learning a lesson about this. So let's see about this friendly support. Yeah, there's always been this hanging on to one another's energy. Even though there's been uncertain times here, there's still that equal give and take between the two of you, where, except for, I feel like there's something that's kind of stopping you from actually taking that leap of faith. Yeah, there is some fear here, uncertainty, or some anxiety about this. Let's just see here. Somebody's still fighting it. Yeah, here it is. There's that 1111. Okay, so there is boundaries here that you might be learning how to put in place. And that 1111 is something you're looking for, that happy place. And this is so much unconditional love here. Your person may know this, but maybe they haven't told you this. And I do like this because there are boundaries that they're maybe trying to abide by with you, especially if they are put in a friend zone. Yeah, this might be that they're working on this engagement ring scenario, or wanting this with you. Maybe you're going to work together on something here, especially if there's a purpose. So, yeah, there's some truth coming in about how much they own or what they have, or how they feel. There's some truth, how you make them feel safe, or you are their safe place, or they are your safe place. This is like, when you're together, you're not looking at any previous pain. Wow. And wanting to maybe marry you, and this might be something they want to confess to you, or they are looking at doing here. Okay, yeah, they don't want sadness here. They don't want you to be sad about anything. um, and they want that passionate new beginning with you, and they're bringing that offer, even if it is something that is a long time coming. Now, perhaps you've always been a swing and a miss here, swing and a miss there, where maybe you're with somebody, they're with somebody, or you're both with somebody else, that you're not, haven't been able to come together at some point, up until this time, where you might be at a different place emotionally. They may be needing to get to that point, or are at that point and waiting for you to. So, however that fits, just keep in mind it's up to you to kind of read between the lines of what's yours and what isn't. You know your situation. I'm just reading the cards. So, let's see what's going on. Okay, so they do feel like you are a sweetheart to them, that you're very sweet, that you're very kind, loving, nurturing, all that feminine energy coming in. Now, you may be a masculine, but you're showing your feminine streak or feminine side of yourself, because we all have a masculine and feminine side. And when we're in that love, you can be taking on some of your love of a feminine way in terms of showing your love to your person. All right. And that's not a bad thing. If you are able to do that and show that, just shows strength more than anything else. And shows strength to your person, that you're able to step into that side without worrying about them seeing you in a vulnerable state. And that's good, to show your vulnerability to your person, because that really does show that there's something here, okay? To be able to get into that vulnerability and showing a side of yourself that maybe you are helping lift them up, and maybe they've never really experienced that with someone else, where they are feeling like this person is on their cheering squad, or would help them in a way that's on the positive end. All right, let's see about your intuition on this. All right, there's the truth. Okay, and your intuition is saying, I will cut you out of my life if you break my boundaries. I just want truth. I want to know that this is a true connection, that you're being truthful with me. What about your person? All right. They may be making plans already behind the scenes. You may not even know that they've made these plans, and they are planning to carry this out. This is something to do with that, the Page of Wands, with that inspiration and excitement. So I feel like this is a lot of enthusiasm towards this curiosity of whether or not you're going to accept this. I feel like if there was some type of miscommunication, or something that happened with some uncertainty, or even some type of argument, or something that may have happened here, maybe they didn't believe your truth or something along those lines, or you didn't believe theirs. There's this whole they may feel like you're a hard ass. You're mean business when it comes to love, and they may realize that. They're gonna take the chance, and they know they're not going to be sad when it comes to this because they're not going to look at it in the negative. So, and we have a celebration here. Is this a third party? This might be something you're worried about, especially if they were a playa. Maybe they're working on those boundaries or about that. But I feel like when it comes to you, it's more of a celebration and having these great things coming together, especially with this purpose. So let's crack the deck. Yeah, you're going to invest in one another. It is a celebration, and it may even be a wedding. So let's have a look at who this might be for you. Collective. Excuse me. Yeah, there's some powerful things going on here. We have facial hair here. Somebody that likes to wear their makeup, a beauty mark, long hair. They may like to wear red, or they look great in red, or this is their favorite color. Wow, unhealthy habits here. We have coarse curly hair. There's glasses. We have a witch. That is a powerful witch here. And medium hair length. So there may be somebody here that is this other person or these other people that maybe influenced this relationship earlier on. Um, it was almost like your person had to hide who they loved here because of other people. So this may be this unhealthy habit of uh, being influenced by others, or needing to be more closed mouth about things until they're ready to do it, and not say anything to anybody else. Just go ahead and do it, and then let that fall where it may. Let's just see. Yeah, there's a skin condition here. Oh, and this might be that both of you have a skin condition or something going on with your skin. So, anyways, that is what I have for you, collective. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already, of course. Thanks for coming up, showing up, and watching the videos. Thanks for all the donations, the super thanks, and of course, for being a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, just know that I do have this community where I do give back to the community and the subscribers that want to get a free reading by me via email to you. I will have that secret phrase on October 1st, and we will put that secret phrase into September's full moon reading, and then that way you can be in it to win it for this $100 free video reading that I send to you via email. Of course, you get a chance to decide what you want to have for the reading in terms of questions, of what you want to know about, and it gets personalized for you. And it's a way of giving back to the community for all that you guys do. So I appreciate y'all, and look for that on the 1st of October. And I picked the winner on the 10th. So you'll have 10 days to get that done. And then you're in it to win it. And who knows? I roll the dice, I go into the video, and I count down, and maybe I will land on your name. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. All right, later.